Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, it's the third week of the monsoon session. All we've seen all through this session, the last 11 days, is tractor rides, bicycle rides, some breakfast meetings, also some tearing of papers and lot of unruly behavior that's taking place in Parliament. Yes, that's become the hallmark of this monsoon session of Parliament. Virtually the entire session being washed out. 18 hours out of 107 hours is what the government has really seen functioning in terms of bills being passed, and of course the rest has been the opposition's stalling of Parliament campaign that they've been running. Ladies and gentlemen, it's also time to tell you that every single hour lost in both houses of Parliament costs us 3 crore rupees, and multiply this with the number of days that Parliament has been held, and it is a whopping 133 crores of rupees that have been lost. Think of how many vaccinations this would have bought for those who are waiting for vaccines. How many kilos and how many days of rations would have been bought for the poor people? How many days would children have had to go to school if this money was given to them, money that their parents did not have? Think of it like that. But clearly, the opposition not interested in that mathematics, and the government a silent spectator. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, while the Netas defend their respective position, here's what the Janta thinks. Our first question in the survey that we conducted, and we are going to bring you the numbers of what the Janta really thinks. And the Janta, on our first question in the survey conducted by Veto and Insight, makes it very clear: is the opposition playing a responsible role in India? Yes, say 37, no, say a majority of respondents at 61%. Yes, this is what we asked our respondents today. Is the opposition playing a responsible role in India? 37% feel yes, 61% feel no. That's Insight Consulting along with the Times Now, which has conducted this survey, and that is a majority of people who are not very happy with the opposition. Second question: can the Congress top brass unite the opposition against the government? Only 32% people feel yes it can, 47% feel no it can't, 21% sitting on the fence don't quite know which way this is going and whether the Congress can play the pivotal role of getting the opposition together. Let's take a look at the question number 3 that we asked. Is the opposition merely trying to make its presence felt via cycle march, which means is it pulling out stunts one after the other? 72% of the people feel yes, this was a stunt, because if they were really worried about petrol prices, they should have been in Parliament raising it, discussing it, making the government accountable for it. But that's not what they did. 72% of the people feel yes, it's a stunt. 18% people feel no, and 10% people feel, well, don't know, can't say. Question number 4. If you thought it was all against the opposition, no, look at this. Is the government turning a blind eye to the issues raised by the opposition? 61% people feel yes it is, 26% people feel no it isn't, and 8% people feel can't say, we don't know whether the government is right or the opposition. But the government also has to realize that 61% of the people feel that if the opposition is asking a question and the government is turning a blind eye, then there is a problem that we are seeing even at the end of the government. Let's listen in to the face-off between the government and the opposition on this logjam that's costed us, yes, you, me, and the taxpayers, 133 crores. Listen in.
You please participate in the discussion. We don't want to rush through bills. Prime Minister is very categorical in this. सार्थक और समृद्ध चर्चा होना चाहिए, ये प्रधानमंत्री जी का इच्छा है, इसलिए मैं फिर से आग्रह करता हूं.
Position will be united against the government, whether in parliament or outside the parliament, and they have today taken a vow that up to 2024 they will remain together and will fight with this government.
So the legitimate question on the news are tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Should the opposition look beyond one issue, the issue of Pegasus, which has stalled the parliament over the last 3 weeks? That's the question and the debate. Hashtag public parliament poll. That's the poll and the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining me tonight on the news hour is Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, Suhail Seth, columnist, Dr. Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar, member of parliament of the Trinamool Congress. Also with me this evening, Reena Gupta, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, and Dr. Suman Sriraman, political analyst. Ghanshyam Tiwari of the Samajwadi Party joins the news hour tonight live from Delhi. But my first question goes to Dr. Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar. And Kakoli Didi, I want to ask you this. Yes, the government must discuss and debate on the floor of the House, and that is a given. But to make the government accountable, the entire responsibility rests on the opposition's shoulders. And if the opposition sticks to one issue, Pegasus, and does not discuss Kisans, price rise, unemployment, COVID, do you think the opposition is being responsible itself? Do you think it's time to move beyond one issue, hold the government accountable on that, demand a debate or whatever answers that have to be given by the government, but not to ask other questions, not to raise other issues? Is that right, Ms. Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar?
It is very unfortunate that this topic is being discussed like this. Our party is the first party which brought up the farmers' issue in the last session. We've also visited the Singhu border when the farmers were there sitting in Dharna, and we have taken out multiple rallies in our state and also here in Delhi in favor of the farmers, because they are the Annadata. They are providing us our 2 square meals a day. Now it is said that the house belongs to the opposition, and it is the responsibility of the government, the treasury benches, the minister in charge to run the house properly and smoothly, to put it in order. The way the bills are being passed in din, taking an average of 6 to 7 minutes, is shameful and unfortunate. This government doesn't seem to be interested in the democratic fabric provided by the constitution of the country. They don't want discussion, they don't want debate, they don't even want to give chance to the opposition to bring out the flaws which we might feel are there in the bills today. One particular member, honorable member of Lok Sabha, standing in his seat, he wanted division on one of the bills being passed, which was being passed like any other within 6 minutes. But the division was not allowed and the house was adjourned. This is absolutely shameful that the government has instructed that the house be adjourned when division is being asked. We can always ask for division to see the strength, whether who's in support of the bill, who's not. These bills are just being bulldozed. They are by sheer force of strength in the house being passed, and the country is going to suffer when this kind of bills are being passed.
Madam Kakoli, Madam Member of Parliament Kakoli Didi, I want to ask you 3 or 4 questions based on what you just stated. You said you raised the issue of farmers as the first party who raised this issue, and that was in the last session. I just want to ask you, has the farmers' issue been sorted out? Have they gone home? Is all very peaceful on that front?
So,
no. 1 minute. Let me also tell you, some statistics about how bills were passed. In 2006, Delhi Special Police Establishment Amendment Bill, 3 minutes, passed in Lok Sabha. Government Securities Bill 2004, 14 minutes, passed in Lok Sabha. 2007, National Institution of Pharmaceutical Education and Research Amendment Bill, 4 minutes, passed in Lok Sabha. Banking Regulation Bill, 5 minutes, passed in Lok Sabha. National Tax Tribunal Amendment Bill, 5 minutes. National Rural Employment Guarantee Extension to Jammu and Kashmir Bill, 3 minutes, passed in Lok Sabha. Again, taxation laws, 2 minutes is all it took. I'm just giving you some examples, ma'am, because this is not the first time it's happened. Everybody is crying blue murder as if it's never happened below, especially the Congress party. I want to come to Dr. Sumant Sriraman in just a bit, but first, Kakoli Didi, is the farmers' issue sorted out?
But
is the fuel price hike issue sorted out?
I wanted to come in.
May I come in?
You stopped
Navika?
me. I wanted to come in.
Yes,
I
yes,
wanted
ma'am.
to come in there.
Yes,
For a
ma'am.
May I
minute.
please come
Give me
in?
a minute.
Yes, ma'am, the
Please,
floor is yours,
please.
Kakoli Didi.
The farmers' issue is a burning. The farmers' issue is a burning topic, and we want the farmers' issue to be solved. We want discussion, which is never brought here. This time, in this very session, we wanted to discuss it, and of course, these issues are so very important about the security of the nation. Is it at peril? Who allowed this Pegasus spyware, the military spyware, to be used on us? Whether it was allowed or not allowed, the nation has to know, has a right to know. But this government is not allowing a discussion here. The vaccination issue is so important. Why the vaccine is not being distributed equally over the country?
May I
Why
please-
wasn't ventilators
Navika?
made available for the COVID
Who's
patients?
stopping
We
you,
want to
ma'am?
discuss.
You are
Why isn't
stuck only on
government
the
bringing these
Pegasus
topics?
issue. Of
Government
course,
is-
make the government
is not
accountable
bringing
on
it.
that, but raise other issues, because today the Lok Sabha speaker, and I can play out. Lok Sabha speaker, this is what he said. This is what he said.
Played in a calling attention.
Madam, you didn't hear
I
him there.
myself
Please
played
listen
in-
to
I
him, at least
myself.
on the TV screen, on Times Now, on the News Hour. Listen in to Om Birla, the speaker.
आप चर्चा नहीं करना चाहते, संवाद नहीं करना चाहते, तख्तियां लाकर संसदीय परंपराओं का अपमान कर रहे हैं। प्लीज जाइए अपनी अपनी सीट पर और किसानों के मामले में महत्वपूर्ण मुद्दों को उठाइए।
All the parties supported all moves to unite the opposition. We have decided that we will stay together, remain united, fight the BJP together.
So, Sanju Verma ji, I want to ask you. ओम बिरला जी कह रहे हैं किसानों का मुद्दा डिस्कस कर लिए, उसके लिए तो टाइम नहीं है, लेकिन नाश्ते के बाद कह रहे हैं वी आर ऑल टुगेदर, वी आर हैविंग ब्रेकफास्ट टुगेदर. आई वांट टू आस्क यू, ताली तो दो हाथों से बजती है, तो अगर सरकार की गलती है, ऑपोजिशन की भी गलती है, पे कौन कर रहा है? हु इज पेइंग फॉर दिस कॉलोसल वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम एंड वेस्ट ऑफ टैक्स पेयर्स मनी? मैडम संजू वर्मा, इट्स द पीपल ऑफ इंडिया.
Navika ji, I want to make a couple of points very quickly. First and foremost, as you rightly said, ताली दोनों हाथों से बजती है, and I do agree that the prerogative to run the house rests with the party in power, the Modi government in this case. Having said that, since Kakoli Dastidar came up with some technical pointers, I would like to remind her and your valuable audience that there are two very important rules. Rule number 266 and 267, which is applicable to the Rajya Sabha, and rule number 389, which is applicable in the Lok Sabha. The government is using these rules to conduct the business of the House as any party with a decisive majority would, given that the opposition has conflated issues and does not understand the difference between obstruction and vandalism. I know everybody suddenly seems to remember the late Arun Jaitley ji, who said that obstruction is vital to democratic procedures in parliament. But please remember Mamata Didi and compulsory lawyer Rahul Gandhi, the apex court of India no less, said that vandalism on the floor of the House is not akin to freedom of expression, and members will not be given immunity despite being parliamentarians if they engage in gross indiscipline. and Shantanu Sen, the TMC MP, running away with the piece of paper which was being read out by Ashwini Vaishnav to give a clarification on the Pegasus issue, jumping into the well of the House, sloganeering, that does not behove parliamentarians. If you can't even behave like disciplined kindergartners, then you expect that this government will mollycoddle you? I'm sorry. We have the majority.
Government
and the owners
will mollycoddle you. Government is not supposed to mollycoddle anybody except the people of India, and that's the question I want to ask you, Mr. Suhail Seth. Government will mollycoddle you because you're behaving badly. Is that the argument the government can use? The government spokesperson, the BJP spokesperson says that. I want to ask you, between cycle rides, breakfast, and last week, Mamata Banerjee getting opposition leaders together, and the government's obstinacy on the Pegasus issue, who's paying the price for this colossal waste of time? Mr. Suhail Seth.
Navika, George Bernard Shaw said, when whales fight, shrimps are eaten. The people of India are the shrimps. I completely agree with you. The business of running the house belongs to the government. No government is mollycoddling or placating, as they shouldn't. That's not their business. Neither should the opposition be in the mode to destruct. You can disagree without being disagreeable. The behavior of the opposition has been one of being completely disagreeable. Tearing up papers is not the solution. But here's my logical problem with Kakulidi, who I have a lot of respect for. If there is a discussion in the House and you tear up the papers of the hands of the minister who's making a statement, how do you expect the government to issue a clarification? If you're taking up issues like petrol rise, Pegasus, all on the streets of Delhi, that's not what we have voted you for. You are our elected representatives in the Houses of Parliament. You're supposed to conduct policy and bills in Parliament, not on the streets of Delhi. Number three, how do you expect this impasse to be solved if both the opposition and the government have positions of no return? Today, it is not, Navika, about the management of the floor, as it were. It is not about coming to terms with a solution. Both sides need to drop their egos. They need to drop their guardrails, which they've erected because they believe that they are right. The country needs to know if Pegasus was an issue. How difficult would it be for the Prime Minister to make a statement? If the Prime Minister stopped from making a statement, he has a brilliant handle to go out to the people of the country saying, look, you people elected us. We wanted to give a clarification. There is no clarification forthcoming. Now, the matter is before the Supreme Court on the 5th of August. Given the fact that the Supreme Court will be listening to this matter, at least now the opposition should come together and discuss, as Navika, you said, three serious issues. COVID, which even Kakulidi referred to, the economy, and the farmers. You cannot have a situation, as Kakulidi said,
absolutely,
that there are annadatas.
Absolutely. If you do not trust Kakulidi and Reena Gupta and Ghanshyam Tiwari, if you do not trust the government at all, the Supreme Court is hearing the matter. In the meanwhile, can other issues be discussed? Kakuli Didi?
And Kakuli is a reasonable politician. She's not a rabble-rouser.
Thank you for coming back to me. I was trying to talk to you for a moment now. There is only one question I asked the government side. I had put in a calling attention for the 23rd, asking the Honorable Health Minister to reply regarding the status of vaccination, number of vaccines available, and the preparedness for the so-called third wave that might come. Why wasn't my calling attention? It's my right as a member of Lok Sabha being voted by the people of India. It is my right to know from the government. Why wasn't this calling attention admitted? Because the government is shirking from answering us. The government doesn't want these burning topics to be discussed. The government is not even allowing discussion on the farm issue or on the petrol hike, but they are bulldozing the house. They are passing the bills by keeping 2 2, 3, 4 minutes in their hands and
I
just
need to
going
rebut,
through the
Navika,
bills
you're giving
without
a
giving any
disproportionate
discussion,
time.
not even allowing the division that we asked for today.
Well,
it was done in
Reena
proper protocol,
Gupta,
which Anand stood up.
Reena
Honorable
Gupta,
member,
I want to
why
ask
the
you,
government didn't do it?
Kakoli
Let
Didi
the
talks about the
BJP
calling
member
attention
answer.
motion. I want to ask you, has the parliament been allowed to function for a calling attention motion to be attended to?
Navika, you know, the most important fact is that the government is accountable to the parliament. So no matter what happens in the Supreme Court, I don't care about that. But every government is accountable to the parliament. You know, it's a very sad day in democracy when the officers, the bureaucrats are not allowed to attend standing committee meetings. Have you ever heard of anything like that? And let's not forget the way these farm bills were passed. They were passed by a voice vote. So this is absolutely a murder of democracy. And, you know, if the government has nothing to hide, why does it not come out and say clearly on the Pegasus issue? Did the government actually purchase the software or not? It's a simple yes and no question, Navika. When I came on your program last time, you had basically raised questions about amnesty. Now today, the French intelligence agency, and I hope that you will at least give some credence to the French intelligence agency. The French intelligence agency has come out and said that yes, the software was found on the phones of the journalists. Then why is it that the government of India does not want to ask these questions? Who was hacking into the phones of the Election Commission?
Dr. Anand Ranganathan, the public has a view. The public feels the opposition is not being responsible. 71% of the people really feel they are not. There are people, majorities, who believe that Rahul Gandhi doing this whole breakfast meeting to get the opposition is not going to work out. They even talk about the fact that the opposition is just pulling stunts by cycling to Parliament, but they're not actually interested in raising people's issue. Yet, it is Pegasus, Pegasus, Pegasus. It's all or nothing. Either discuss Pegasus or COVID, Kisans, price rise, everything can go to hell. Is that the way both sides should stand on their egos?
I think the bitter truth is that we, the people, are cursed with electing either loud or Luddite. Every time a parliamentarian disrupts the House, I'm telling you, his term truncated by 4 months. 3 disruptions and he will have 1 year less to suit his constituency. What better way to turn a delinquent into a local? I mean, we are fed up. What are these guys doing? You already, listed out the amount of money that has lost. And, and it's not just the Congress or the TMC, it is across parties. And it is a disease which we don't have any cure of, right? And the hypocrisy, I mean, it's just unbelievable. We have the TMC spokesperson, and TMC is fast becoming another Congress for BJP when it comes to hypocrisy. Just the other day on your show, when we talked about sedition, we had the TMC spokesperson who was castigating the abuse of this law when his own party has used the same sedition law 72 times in the last 7 years. And today we have a TMC spokesperson who's been, shown a lot of respect, who's saying that the parliament should not be disrupted. Then her own papers, 4 of the papers. And we have the BJP now saying that the parliament should not be disrupted. Let's not go when UPA was in power and BJP was in opposition. You want to see how BJP is behaving in a house? Look at the Rajasthan Legislative Assembly. Every day there is disruption. Every day there is verbal vandalism, as you can call it. So, it's across parties, we have to find a solution. It just cannot be that we keep discussing this every day on television and nothing happens on the floor of the House.
Absolutely. Well said. And I want to ask you, Dr. Suman Siraman, instead of cycling, instead of throwing breakfast parties, would Rahul Gandhi be better advised to come up with a law or with a rule in Parliament wherein anybody who stalls Parliament, as Dr. Anand Ranganathan said, 3 months first disruption, your term should be cut short, 6 months on a second, and third time disqualified from Parliament. How else are we the people going to make our netas responsible and accountable?
No, Navika, it's incredible that you are not asking the question to the government saying there is a placard which the opposition was holding up today. Apparently, the Lok Sabha TV was not actually focusing on the opposition when they were sitting down and holding those placards. So every time a minister spoke, they went and plonked the placard in front of the minister so that it came on camera. And the placard just said, did you buy Pegasus or not? And it very helpfully had a yes or no option there. It would take a matter of 15 to 30 seconds for the government to say, yes, we bought Pegasus, or no, we did not buy Pegasus.
Sanju Verma, logical question by Dr. Sumansi Raman. You won't focus on the placards because it's not allowed in the House. You won't allow a discussion. You will not agree to give a statement, even though, as stated by Suhail Seth, when the minister was giving a statement, the TMC tore up the papers.
No, the minister never said whether Pegasus was purchased by the
yes and
government
no
or
answer.
not.
A yes and no answer. The opposition says can help them resolve this imbroglio. Is the government ready for that?
Navika, first and foremost, let me categorically state that compulsive liar Rahul Gandhi, who's now become a professional bhagoda, and that is what the entire opposition seems to be lapping up. This is not going to work. You can't shoot and scoot, hit and run, and engage in this type of supari politics. Let's be very clear. The onus, the burden of proof lies with the party that is making frivolous allegations.
Did the government buy Pegasus or not?
I did not.
Yes or no?
Can I please finish? Navika,
Yes
may I
or
please
no?
finish? May I please finish?
Yes or no, madam?
We know where your loyalties lie. The union
you can abuse me. Yes or no?
Illegal, unlawful
Yes or
interception.
no?
There was no illegal, unlawful interception. I hope you heard that loud and clear before Shantanu Sen behaved like a certified goon, ran away
Yes
with the papers.
or no?
From which the IT minister was
Did the
making
government buy
reports.
Pegasus?
Pegasus has nothing to do with India. It's a statement given by Amnesty International, somebody whom you
No,
love.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Has
Amnesty
nothing to
never
do
said
with
that.
India. Has been mentioned by
Sorry,
NSO.
don't lie.
Navika Kumar, why is it that you do not allow me an uninterrupted interjection? I was not interfering when this man was talking. I don't want this background music.
Dr. Sumansi Raman, allow me to come in. If you are interested in yes and no questions, then I want to know, is Rahul Gandhi the leader of the entire opposition? Yes or no?
He is not. He is making an attempt to rally the opposition together.
Okay.
Let him try.
Then may I ask if how many debates on the floor of the House has Rahul Gandhi attended in the last 2.5 years? Three debates. Who knows if the Pegasus debate is discussed, whether Rahul Gandhi will grace the occasion or not? He's busy. Okay, I'm asking, and I want to get in Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari. Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari, I want to ask you a question. I agree with all members of the opposition on this panel. I agree with all of you that Pegasus is a question that's very, very important for the government to answer. Okay, that's the premise. I'm coming to you, Sanjuji. I'm coming to you. I agree that Pegasus is a question the government must answer. But answer me if that question is more important than the question about price rise. Is that question more important than the preparedness of the government to tackle the third wave of COVID, or possibly the extent of availability of vaccination? Is that question more important than the farmers' issue, on which you people have beaten your chest for over 8 months now? I want to ask you, which question is more important? Because for one question, you have allowed 3 at least very important issues to go by. I want to ask you, Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari, क्या ये सवाल जरूरी नहीं है?
Good evening to your viewers. Hi, Anand. Thank you. It's an issue at the core of our democracy. It proves whether this government is a real doctor or a quack. And if this government turns out to be a quack, which it is turning out to be, then other issues we do not have trust in this government that it will be able to handle. This is a government in opposition that disrupted parliament. The headline on April 11, 2018 ran that BJP AIDMK for parliament. They've been parliament for Gujarat elections. There have been more Sundays, mark my words, more Sundays in the last 7 years than parliament sittings. As far as parliament standing committees is concerned, from 70% and 60% to 27%, and this time it is less than 79%. Just look at the bills, even in the Legislative House, to take any year, takes council session 2020, bills introduced in.
There is a problem. There is a problem with your audio, Ghanshyam Tiwari. There is a problem with your audio, but the question I get the question that he is asking, and I'm coming to you, Sanju Verma. Suhail Seth wants to add a question to that. Suhail Seth, Ghanshyam Tiwari makes it an all or nothing affair. He says if the government cannot answer on Pegasus, or if its answer is that it was really snooping on opposition leaders, then they do not trust the government on anything else, because they have to decide, and they will not ask the government for the next 3 years any question, and people be damned, because people have chosen a government for 5 years. People be damned. Losing his voice. Anand Ranganathan.
Yes, Navika.
Okay.
Just
So
one second, Anand, coming to you. Suhail Seth is back.
Very simple. My point is very simple. Suman asked the question, yes or no. I said this in my opening remarks, that this impasse has to be solved by the government, because the government is responsible for getting this country back on track post the pandemic. My sincerest belief is that the government only shows in better light if the Prime Minister or a very senior minister makes a statement in the House, and if he or she is prevented from doing so, then makes it in the public domain, so that you put to end the speculation, as Ghanshyam rightly said, is that the government is scared to answer. Because let me tell you one thing. You're right. Is Rahul Gandhi the leader of the united opposition? But the opposition is so bereft of leadership that even Rahul Gandhi is an acceptable face. And Rahul Gandhi is a disruptionist. What he's doing is anarchy. But he's in the opposition. His business is to embarrass the government. It's the government's business to stop its own embarrassment.
Point taken. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, you agree with Suhail Seth before I get Sanju Verma to respond to that?
So this will only end with a statement in the House.
All right. Dr. Anand Ranganathan.
No, very quickly, Navika, I have to say this. You know, we live in an age, I'm sorry there's an echo here, but we live in an age where we have So, for example, I'm not you, but the fact that even your viewers would expect Dr. Suman Raman to ask a question that has the government answered whether Pegasus was used by the government or no. But the fact is, if you were to look back on your debate, the first when they interrupted on your debate,
I was there and I asked question point blank, and Dr. Sambit Patra was there and he said no. So the IT minister has answered.
Want the Home Minister to answer it, or the Prime Minister?
They want to choose.
But as far as I'm concerned, I think the government, the IT Minister has clarified that the
absolutely. Sanju Verma, if you need to get over this, no has been said by the IT Minister, no has been said by multiple spokespersons. You need to say just yes or no and move on. Are you prepared to do that, Sanju Verma, or not?
I'm going to speak provided there's no interruption from the other panelists. I've been waiting patiently for my turn. And please ensure that, Navika.
All right.
First and foremost, whether or not the government has to speak on Pegasus and who has to speak is decided by the Business Advisory Committee and opposition members. There are a couple of them who are part of this committee. So why has the opposition not raised this in the Business Advisory Committee? Point number one. Number two, the proceedings of the House are determined by the Speaker, and in this case, it is Mr. Birla. Has anybody from the opposition reached out to Mr. Birla? Point number three, Amnesty International has said that India has nothing to do with potential or any Pegasus target. Point number four, the Israeli company NSO in question has said that they have never stored any nest or anything to do with India. Point number five, today it is said that Mediapart, some journalists from Mediapart have found digital traces of Pegasus spyware. But nobody from Indian media has bothered to say something which is very important. Do you know what Mediapart journalist and the head of Mediapart said? It said, we are blaming the Moroccan government. It is Morocco which has installed the Pegasus spyware in the phones of the three Mediapart journalists.
The BJP has its own arguments, its own answers. The opposition has its own issues to raise. People of the country, of course, majority of them think that the onus is on the opposition not to waste the time, but they also put the onus on the government to respond to the opposition's questions. The verdict of the people through this survey, very clear. Times Now Insight survey says that public wants both sides to find a solution because it is the issue of the people that is more important. Not rides on tractors, not breakfast meetings, and definitely not cycling to Parliament. That doesn't cut with the people of India. What they want is both sides to figure out whatever they have to, but come to Parliament and not waste taxpayers' money. 133 crores that has been wasted over the last 12 days. That's all there is to it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanking all my panelists for joining me on debate number 1 on the News Hour tonight. Taking a short break, debate number 2 and the Left China Tango on the other side.